Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel and to another episode of the Pentagon Challenge. We went into Season 2 now, and as you can see, our luck has changed. Our form has not stopped. Considering we couldn't win 2 games in a row, we have gone on an insane winning streak. As you can see, we've won 8 games back to back in a row and haven't conceded a goal in the last 7 games. Now, of course, 2 of those games were in the Cup, the All Japan Cup, which we are through to the 4th round of. We did have 2 easy games that we should have won, but we are now the lowest ranked team left in the competition, down to the final 16. There's only 2 J2 teams left, all the rest are J1 league teams. Sapporo are second in the league, and of course we are the lowest ranked team left in the competition. We're away to home to Gamba Osaka, so that's a very difficult game. So we probably won't win that. That's probably where we will exit the cup. But our win streak has helped us get out of the relegation zone, and we are now up into 10th position in the league on 36 points. So we are 11 points off the playoffs, so there's a long gap up to there, and the points are very tight below us. I can see not much points below us separate the teams, and we are 10 points clear of relegation though, which is the main thing. Where we were sitting in the relegation, floating around 18th and 19th, our goal was to just stay up this season. At the start of the season, it was to finish mid-table, but after dropping down into that relegation zone, our main goal was survival, and it looks like we're going to achieve that now after our form has changed. So getting players back from injury and having week breaks in between game has done us the world of good. We are back. We are winning since the last game you saw, I believe, was Akita. So we played 2 more games since. In the Cup, we won 5-0 and 1-0 away win, again against a very good side, Kofu, who are at 9th position, 1 spot above us now, only separated on 1 goal difference. So next up, we are playing FC Ryukyu, who are in 14th position, and we are at home today, so it is a game that we should be winning. It's rated 2, so it is a game that we should be winning. We've got a week break to our next game as well, so there's no worry about people's condition and fitness. If we have a look at the squad, loads of links now between the players, which is very nice. And the transfer window is back open. I have signed 1 more player on loan. I did say the centre midfield is where we need to improve. We signed a 16-year-old. He's now just turned 17 with the monobrow of dreams. He is 1.5 stars, valued at nearly $1 million. Can play centre mid, but also can play in the centre attacking mid role. So it's a good little pickup for depth. Our centre midfielders have improved though. They're up to 2 stars now. If you do remember, earlier start of this season, they were down to half a star, 1 star at most, but up to 2 stars now. Fujimura has come in as a backup, so it was a good little player. He's been playing in the J1 league in the first half of this season for Chiba. They are bottom of the league, but he has played 13 games in the top division, so he has got a little bit of experience. But this is the team that we're going into the next game with. Near enough, it's a first team. I think all the players are first team players, so perfect to go into the game with. Hayashi has been sold, but I've done the end of season. So if it comes to the end of the season and we want to keep hold of him, because he has actually performed quite well for us, scored 13 goals, most of those off the bench. Of course, he did start most of the games at the start of the season when Jefferson Bainu was out injured. But since he's been back, he's been coming on as a sub and been scoring quite a lot of goals off the bench. So we might keep hold of him. Hence why I've done it for the end of the season. I think it's about 80,000 we agreed with. So we can take the £80,000, or we can just reject the transfer and keep hold of him, because we're not financially stable. We haven't got any money at all. So if we want to improve the club, improve the squad, of course we do need money. So where we're going to get that from, I'm not too sure. Of course, we've got the cup competition, but I don't think there's much finances to gain from that. But into this game then, and there we go. We get the first goal Jefferson Bainu on the 36th minute puts us 1-0 up and going to give us our 9th win in a row if it stays this way. And he's got a second. It looked offside, but he's not given offside. And he has scored his brace and puts us 2 ahead. So 2-0 up. Perfect first half. If you guys wouldn't mind just leaving a like on this video. Just try and hit 10 likes on the videos. Leave a comment as well. And subscribe if you are new. It really helps support the channel and support the videos. And you get to see when every single video goes live every single day. So 2-0 up. 20 minutes left to go in this game. I'm going to bring off Jefferson Bainu. And let's have a look at the fitness. We'll take some players low on fitness. Of course, we have got a week's break. But it's better to be safe than sorry. So we'll take off a few players that are running slightly low on fitness. We'll bring on Fujimura for his debut in centre midfield. Yamada has been doing well off the bench as well. But we'll make those changes for now. We'll keep the rest as it is, really. We're 2-0 up. Again, another game that we haven't conceded a goal. And one of our players has been picked up a knock straight away. So we're going to have to bring someone on to replace him. Mate, how do we do this one? We'll go... So we've got Fujimori and Fujimura. So Fujimura is the guy that we signed on loan. And where's Fujimori? Fujimori is the other loan signing, but he's the pacey winger. Okay. So let's go for... We want him on the wing, really, with all his pace. But we'll go for that. We'll go defensive just to see out these last 20 minutes. That's all our subs use now. 10 minutes left to go. We've got one more chance. And they're going to counter-attack us. They've got a corner out of it. Nothing comes of that. Luckily, Fujimura pulling away with it. I have to get used to those two. Fujimura and Fujimori. One's a winger, one's centre midfielder, both on loan. But 2-0 up. And we're into the last minute. And there we are. Another win. Another clean sheet. We are moving up the league very nicely. Jefferson Bainu with a brace. And there we are. We beat 14th place Ryuku. Are we still in 9th? Let's have a look at... So we are now, if we click on the league, you can now see us in the top 9, which is mental, considering not long ago we was in 19th or 18th, was floating around the relegation, struggling to get out with quite a points difference up between 16th, but we've now climbed all the way up to 9th. We are 9 points off of the playoffs. Of course, teams above have got games in hand. But we are on the best, got to be the best form in the league, surely. We are unbeaten in, I think it's 11 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 games. Of course, 2 of those were in the cup. So 9 games unbeaten in the league. We've gone, I think, 9 games without conceding a goal. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9 games without conceding a goal, which is insane considering the position we was in. But next up, we've got 2 very difficult games. Yamaguchi, away from home, are a spot above us in 8th. Even if we win this game, we can't overtake them yet. But it's going to be a difficult game. A very difficult game away from home. And then, of course, we go away to Gamba Osaka, who are in the 1st division. And let's see, they are 8th in the top division. So a very difficult game in the cup that we're not too worried about. It is a midweek game. So I might end up just resting players, taking the hit on that one and pushing on in the league. Because the league is our priority. If we could keep this winning streak up, you never know, the playoffs could be on. But that's a long way away. We're still 9 points off of it. And teams above have got games in hand. So still a long way off. Our main thing was just avoiding relegation, but it looks like we're well and truly safe from that now. There's not long left of the season to go. 38 games. So we've got 10 games left. So 30 points to play for. But I'm going to play a few more games off camera, and I'll come back to you for another game. We'll play one of these easy games. We enjoy seeing us win. So we'll play Nara, at home, who are in 15th position. So we'll come back for that game against Nara, probably. So I'll see you guys for that. All right, guys, so I played a few more games. Things haven't gone too well. A few losses on the bounce now. We are back to regular form. But we are in the transfer window, of course. And we've got this big offer for Jefferson Bayenu, who, of course, was injured a lot at the start of the season. Since he's come back, he scored 11 in 21 for us with a 7 rating. So he's a very good player. Now, but we've got a big offer for him. 550,000, which is a lot for our level. I think he's our most valuable player. If we have a look at the value of our players, so other than the 2 on loan, or the 1 on loan, Fujimura, Jefferson Bayenu is our most valuable player. He's valued at 375,000. Taki, we've also accepted an offer on him, 120,000. But at the end of the season, I will decide whether to take that money or to keep him on. But doesn't look too, he's a good player for us, but he's not amazing. So he's only scored 2 goals as well, Taki. But Jefferson Bayenu, I think I'll do the same thing. What I'll do is I will select end of season, and we'll try and get as much money as we can. Let's go 750. So if I wasn't okay, let's go 725. Okay, so meet in the middle at 700. I think that's a good deal. 700,000 for Jefferson Bayenu, our most valuable player, valued at 375,000. So we've got nearly double his valuation. It's at the end of the season, so we'll still have him till then. So we've got till then to decide. But he is 30 years old. So is it worth us selling him on and using that money to rebuild this squad ready for next year? We have got Hayashi, who is a 3.5-star player. I don't think we've... Okay, so he's got a future transfer as well. I can't remember how much he was for. I think it was around about his value, like 80,000, around there. So we could get 80,000 there. We could get 120 from Taki, which is 200, and then 700 for Jefferson Bayenu. So 900,000 we could get, but that is 3 big players gone. We could use that money to obviously get a new striker, would be the priority, and rebuilding the rest of the squad. So let me know in the comments whether we should do that or not. We have got a couple strikers. Taki's 30 years old. Kimura, not the best player either, so we would need to get a new striker if we let both of those players go. But we've got till the end of the season to decide. So let me know in the comments what we should do with Jefferson Bayenu. Do we sell him for 700,000 and get that finances? Because if we look at our finances, we've got nothing. We're spending over the wage bill and we've got no transfer budget at all. So we've got absolutely no money. So we can use that to obviously rebuild the squad. We are sitting in 12th place. Since the last result, we have gone on a 4-game losing streak. So a 1-0 loss away to second place. Were they second? I don't think they were second actually. They were 1 place above us. Yeah, so they were 8th, we were 9th. They beat us 1-0 at 86th minute penalty, which is quite frustrating. We then went away to J1 League, Gamba Osaka. Pulled it back 2-1, 93rd, but they scored 95th. So we're out of the cup. We then played second place Shimizu, and we lost in the 88th minute again, so another late goal. And away to Sendai, who are 4th in the league, and another 1-0 loss. So they've been close games. Couple late goals for these 1-0 losses. And of course, all the league games were 1-0. But a few difficult games. We are back again at home against Nara, who are in 17th position. So it is a game we should be winning. Let's try and finish in the top half, or in the top 10 at least this season. It's going to be difficult because all the points are close. It's Nara on 36. We're only 3 points above them. And if we go 3 points above us, that takes us to 9th. So there's only like 5 points difference between 9th place and 17th place. Only 5 points separating them. So it's a difficult end to the season. But we're out of the cup competitions, which means we're able to rest players every single week. And we can go with our first team, which you see here. So we're going to go back to balanced. I have it on defensive when we're playing the big teams, and it seems to have worked. But this is how we are lining up for this game. So let's go straight into it. Fujimura is so we've got two Fujimuras. So we've got Fujimura, who's one of our players. We've got one on loan, Fujimura, the Unibrow, and then Fujimori, another player on loan. So getting used to the players now. But Taki, Jefferson, Bainu, Hayashi, all potential transfers that we decide at the end of the season. So let me know in the comments what we should do with those players. But let's go into this game now. Should be winning this one, and we ideally need to, just to maintain our form up in mid-table, especially at the top end of mid-table as well. So we're in the reds, shooting from left to right in this game. Let's hope we can pick up 3 points and get back to winning ways, because the squad morale's much better when you're winning. And in turn, makes the team play better. So we're on a few 3 or 4 game losing streak now. The squad has lost a bit of morale, starting to become unhappy. And that's not what you want at the end of the season, especially in a transfer window when players are looking to move on to the bigger clubs. So half-time, 0-0. Things are okay. Fujimori eager to play. Not much really happening in that first half. Let's go straight into the second half. Hopefully get a goal this time. But here we go. Come on. Result. We've got a highlight. What's happened here? Free kick on the edge of the box. Yasuda, and it's gone in. Looked like it came off Jefferson Bainu, but the goal has been given to Yasuda. And a chance for our opponents, but comfortable save for the keeper. So 20 minutes left now. Time to make a few substitutions. Let's have a look at the current fitness of the players. Is there anyone that's really low? Sujita, centre midfielder. Centre midfield in this formation is always the one that struggles a bit more. So we'll bring on Fujimura. And we'll bring on... can we play them around? We'll play them like that. And I think that will do for now. We'll bring off Taki as well for Yamada. Yamada always does well off the bench. We'll go time wasting. We've got 20 minutes left to go. 3 subs made. Use the last 2 just to waste a bit more time. Hopefully we don't concede a goal and we see this lead out. But there's a chance for our opponents. Can we counter-attack? Long ball over by the keeper. And some reason called up. But 90th minute, time for a couple more changes. So we'll bring off, of course, a striker. And we'll go for another... We'll bring off the guy on a yellow card, the defender. We'll go to contain. We'll see out this last 4 minutes added time. Always seems to be 4 minutes. But chance here for our opponents. He's offside, luckily, and that should be that. That should wrap it up. We want a free kick, and there we are. 1-0 winners. So he turned it round into our favour. Again, we should be winning at home against a team struggling at the bottom of the league. But a perfect way to turn things round. Get back on winning ways. So there's not long left of the season to go now. When does the transfer window end? Transfer window closes in 2 days. The season ends 8th of November. I'm going to play the rest of the season. In the next episode will be the final episode of the season. And I am pre-recording these. So let me know straight away whether we should keep or sell Jefferson Bainu. I'm thinking I'm going to sell to use the money to rebuild the squad because we've got no money at all. But let me know in the comments, guys. I'm going to play the rest of this season. in the next episode. So we've got 6 games left, total 18 points to play for. So the maximum we get is 60, which isn't going to be enough for the playoffs. 60 isn't going to be enough. So we're definitely not going to get the playoffs. We're 13 points off. Long way off. We should be safe from relegation though. We are 11 points clear, so we should be okay there. So highest up the table we can finish would be best result as possible, just to finish as high up as we can. There is a 9-point gap between 8th place, so 9th is probably the best we're going to do. But of course the teams below us are not far behind at all, so we need to keep on winning ways. Not long left of the season to go. You'll see this in the final episode tomorrow of the season. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Frank Lampard? Is that the Frank Lampard? It is. Okay. Frank Lampard is now managing Hokkaido Consadole Sapporo in the Japanese 2nd division. So we'll be playing Frank Lampard next. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all tomorrow for another episode.